Monitoring for vine mealybugs. Mealybugs are phloem feeders. Their feeding activity weakens vines, reduces yield, causes defoliation, and promotes the growth of sooty mold. They also transmit viruses, particularly grapevine leaf roll associated viruses. Watch this video to improve your understanding of the vine mealybug life cycle, develop skills to monitor for vine mealybugs in the vineyard, and identify common biological control organisms. Multiple mealybug species are found in California vineyards. For details, see mealybugs in California vineyards. Vine mealybug life cycle. Female mealybugs lay eggs in a waxy sac. Egg-laying females can often be found in groups under the bark of the trunk or cordon. The eggs hatch, and the first nymph stage is often called a crawler because it moves quickly. Adults are usually stationary but can sometimes be seen moving. Vine mealybugs have three immature stages, referred to as the first, second, and third instar nymphs. Nymphs look similar regardless of their instar stage. They are oval-shaped and covered in white wax. The difference between instars is size. Nymphs grow larger as they age. In order to grow between stages, immature mealybugs shed their exoskeletons. Often these cast skins can be found under the bark. The male is the only stage that has wings. They are not commonly seen in vineyards but can be captured in pheromone-baited traps. Male pupa cases may also be seen on leaves. What to look for when scouting for vine mealybugs. Wet spots on the trunk or cordon. Wet spots are mealybug excrement, honeydew. Honeydew may also be found on berries. Copious amounts of honeydew can soil clusters and leaves, rendering the fruit unharvestable, particularly in table grape vineyards. The honeydew is a food source for Argentine ants. Therefore, swarming or trailing of ants on the trunk or ground are also an indicator of vine mealybugs. Native ant species swarm in lower numbers but also feed on honeydew. Here we see native gray ants. These ants are commonly known as winter ants or false honeypot ants. Sooty mold grows on the honeydew, leaving a black residue on the berries, leaves, and bark. Where to look for vine mealybugs. Mealybugs are often found under the bark. They can also be in a cluster, particularly those in contact with woody tissue. Vine mealybugs can also be found on leaves. Search basil leaves first, searching along the veins. Biological control of vine mealybugs. Anagyrus is a wasp that attacks vine mealybugs. The female wasp searches for a suitable vine mealybug host. She finds one and lays her egg inside a mealybug. As the wasp larva develops, it consumes the vine mealybug innards, leaving the vine mealybug exoskeleton with the wasp pupa inside, referred to as a mummy. To leave its pupa case, the adult wasp chews a hole in the exoskeleton, which becomes an empty mummy once the wasp vacates. Empty mummies may remain on the vine for some time, so are a good indicator of parasitism. There are several species of beetles that feed on mealybugs. They are commonly called mealybug destroyers, and they are voracious predators. Beetle larvae can sometimes be confused with mealybugs because of their waxy hairs. However, this allows them to escape detection by ants. You may also find predaceous flies and lacewing larvae feeding on mealybugs. Toxic baits that reduce Argentine ant activity can help control vine mealybugs. For more details, see our published study and videos.